Hey guys, how's it going? The 1MFP here. Hope you're all having a great day today. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different. Instead of reacting to a video, we're going to be reacting to a news article. Now, you might be wondering why. Well, I found this interesting article, YouTube to replace Facebook as #2 website in the US. So this is coming to us from the Economic Times. I'll be linking the article in the description down below, so be sure to have a look at that. I read through this article already. I'm going to be covering a little bit of what they mentioned in the article, and I'm going to be giving my take on it as well. For those of you who are new, my name is Matt. I record reaction videos. That's what I love doing here on YouTube. I post them daily. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe. If you're interested in supporting, I'd really appreciate that. So let's get right into this article. Basically, what this article is saying is over the last 2 years, Facebook's monthly users have basically been halved. How do you say that? You know, basically cut in half. The exact numbers, let me just look at the exact numbers. 8.5 million to 4.7 million monthly page visitors. What does this mean? I mean, obviously, Facebook is getting less traffic, that's one thing. While Facebook's monthly page visitors have been decreasing, YouTube's has been on the rise. What can we make of this? Well, one thing we could think of that hurts Facebook, that, you know, kind of puts them in a position to lose monthly visitors, in my opinion, is this whole ongoing issues with personal information security. Mark Zuckerberg has been in and out of court with how Facebook allows third parties to use Facebook users' information. I do think that is, you know, scaring away some Facebook users. Another thing that comes to mind is Facebook News. We see news articles show up on our feeds on Facebook all the time. I mean, if you are a user of Facebook, that is, of course. There's always news articles, some that we may not be interested in seeing. This is more so just about who you're following, who your friends are, because whatever they like, you'll probably be seeing. And that's not something that everybody's necessarily interested in. If I'm thinking about it personally, I go on Facebook just to keep in touch with some people that, you know, I don't see in everyday life anymore, just because life's taken us in different directions. I don't necessarily live where I went to school anymore. That's just one thing that comes to mind. There's so many other reasons why people keep Facebook. You know, we change jobs, we change schools, whatever it is. We use Facebook to keep in touch, I would say. That's why I use Facebook. So I think this privacy issue, as well as these news articles, I think these are two things that over the past 2 years have definitely had their impact on that social media outlet. Another thing to consider is something mentioned later on in the article. They mentioned that Facebook's network now includes Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. So these things will affect Facebook's monthly visitors, of course, just because, you know, some people were using Facebook just for the messaging service, and you could do that through your phone now through a completely separate app, the Messenger app. So if you're just trying to stay in touch with old friends and whatnot, you don't need to go on Facebook.com on your computer or on your phone. You just need your Messenger app. WhatsApp is another way to keep in touch with your friends if you have their phone number. And, you know, if you're in another country, WhatsApp is a great way to stay in touch with friends that way. You could even do face calls, video calls, or anything of that sort. And then Instagram. Of course, Instagram is so huge right now. I don't know how it compares to Facebook or YouTube, like on its own. But in terms of users, you could really tell it's a very active platform. So in this case where, you know, Facebook owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger, these are platforms that would be considered competitors to Facebook under general circumstances, but they own these three competitors, so to speak. So these are things to consider when we think of why Facebook users are less active on Facebook. And they also mention that the Facebook app itself is also increasing. So my guess is when they say YouTube versus Facebook, they're talking about Facebook.com and not necessarily, you know, the Facebook application that you use on your phone. So, I mean, that is another major point, of course, because why log into Facebook.com on your computer if you could just do it on your phone, if you can do that? It depends what your reason is for using the platform. Thus far, I've been mostly speaking about Facebook. Let's get into YouTube a little bit. What's causing this increase in YouTube users? Because YouTube is not just pulling ahead because Facebook's monthly users are declining. YouTube is steadily growing. Why? Now, if I'm thinking of uses for YouTube. There are a lot of things that we could think of. Music is huge on YouTube right now. Well, not even right now. For the past few years, you know, Vivo has been huge. It's been the main platform if you want to go see a music video right away. You know, your favorite artist probably has a Vivo channel and probably has their single and that video on YouTube. So you would just go watch it there. Now YouTube Music is coming out, which is a competitor to Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to listen to music, it's all there. Over the past years as well, I could think of other uses for YouTube. You know, if I was stuck with a certain topic in school, calculus comes to mind for me. All those videos are out there to help you on YouTube. You could re-watch those videos as many times as you need until you get the topic, and there's such a variety of them too, explained in various different ways. Until you get them, they're there. Regardless of, you know, any of the issues that have been relevant on YouTube with, you know, ads and whatnot, and creators having issues with monetizing their content, there is still an influx of content creators on YouTube that just continues to expand over time. This level of creativity is almost unmatchable, honestly. You just have content creators from around the world posting videos at a constant pace. I don't know how many people you're subscribed to, but you're watching a lot of content on YouTube. So you're coming back to youtube.com frequently. The conclusion of this article is, what about the other big five? So Google remains number one. Now this point kind of confused me a little bit because, you know, with Facebook, they kind of mentioned that Facebook also includes all these other services, but I'm guessing they don't, you know, they don't agglomerate those numbers with Facebook. So Messenger and all of that is just excluded, which is again why Facebook's numbers dipped. So now to think Google owns YouTube. So for Google to be number one, and they have YouTube that is possibly going to be passing Facebook. According to this article, they definitely will be within the next 2 to 3 months. Google's going to be number one and number two, ruling the internet. So what do you guys think of that? Do you guys know anybody who's stopped using Facebook or who has reduced their Facebook usage? Have you reduced your Facebook usage? I definitely know on my end there are a lot of people I know that have significantly reduced how much they use Facebook, and they use these other platforms. They visit YouTube more regularly. They use Instagram way more often than they use Facebook, for instance. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. That would be much appreciated. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, y'all.